Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back for day 28 of our game dev journey. I hope everyone had a good night. I spent yesterday after work getting fighting with the job system stuff. So we're gonna go through that a little bit more today. Like there's certainly like hinkiness we're seeing. So the one of the things I saw, which I'll show here, is like here's the code without just running the old school way with an IEnumerator. Like OpenSet is 1, 4, 6, 8, 12. That's what it has to do to go to the same path. And then here's what it's having to do to go through the job system. So this going through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of nodes, coupled with the fact that the code for the nodes actually say don't oh, wrong. Do I want this? Do I want this on this list, or do I want to like move this down? Jump down to here. Those other ones were a little wonky for songs. So, the job system calling for be distracting. Oh. Okay. So the job system saying don't call static data, which we're doing. And then the job system actually coming in here, and the start and stop node is right, but yeah, this just doesn't work right at all. So I think that's because we're calling static data. We're gonna have to debug this and see though. Like I was actually legitimately getting a hang before, but that was because I was trying to I thought the program was crashing, but it was actually because I turned on debug output, and that was causing. There was like you saw, there were so many open nodes that it was just literally just causing it not to work properly. So let's try to attach the debugger to this and see if we can step through and see what's going on. I don't know if the debugger will work with the job system, but I guess we will see. See now. I spent and then after while I was working, I was watching Groggy do his game, and it actually just came through. Like I went to bed and it was still not on itch.io yet. But I looked this morning. Where'd it go? I just had it open. This. So we'll probably play that in a little bit as well. There we go. I did download it. Cool. Yeah, let's play Groggy's game for a second while we get warmed up for the day. Because I've been jonesing to play this fucking thing since like all day yesterday. I was like, you should make a build for Windows so I can play it. You should make a build for Windows so I can play it. Make a build for Windows so I can play it. Here we go. Dude, this music is so good. Strikes and you're out. Loading Gaia module to main memory. Gaia Protocol objective. Earth is a nuclear wasteland ravaged by war and heading towards the point of where life can no longer be sustained. Objective is to reach 100 homeostasis of Earth. If homeostasis hits 0, then Earth is gone forever. Past the point of no return, and you game over. Your energy hits 0, you game over. Camera movement, you can control the camera by using those SOD keys or arrow keys. You can change the zoom by using Q or E, or page up or page down. Power plants generate energy but cause homeostasis to decay. Atmospheric plants takes energy but improves homeostasis, will cause atmosphere to stabilize and introduce back clouds. Water plants will generate energy more efficiently but need water to be present in tile. Scrubber turns wasteland into barren tile. Barren can become restored land if clouds rain on it. Fusion plant, highly advanced and efficient energy production, can only be built on restored land or land with a functioning biosphere. Biomass generator will create functioning biosphere in restored tile. Biosphere tiles improves Earth's homeostasis. Terraformer will raise mountains around it. Raise mountains around it. That's how you solve the problem of like, why does it look like a fucking weirdo thing? Then you put the bio in it. Okay, and that's what's used to trap humans. Nukes will obliterate almost anything in the area built after the blast. Start by getting your energy source built up. I recommend 2 power generators and 1 atmospheric plant. Humans are hiding in shelters in the ruins of the old world's larger cities. When the Earth becomes stable enough, the humans will return out of the ruins and start settling Earth again. When this happens, the humans will start producing pollution again, so be ready to deal with that. Pollution spawned by human settlements will cause your work to be destroyed. The game was made for 11.46. There's a known bug where X coordinates when clicking on a map might be off a bit. Sorry, couldn't fix in time. Hope you enjoy your game. Froggy. Press brace to continue. Oh, I was like, how do I unzoom? We're gonna focus on America because that's. Hold on. Aspect. Okay. In 2K, I don't like the way that breaks up. So I guess I'll just run it in the size he wanted it to be run in. 1, 2, 3 for the speed keys now. First things, what did he say? Two plants, a power plant and an atmo plant. Five energy. Oh, my clicking is off. So it's clicking. There's where I'm clicking, but it's clicking there. Okay, let me full screen see if that fixes it. Does it actually click? Oh, it doesn't. Maybe if I zoom out. No? Okay. Okay, it must be the aspect ratio. Let me see if I move it to my 1080p monitor if it is more copacetic. You won't see it, but if it works well, I'll do a window capture. Oh, it's like still super duper off. Let me close and reopen it. Space. Okay. If I don't go full screen, it's clicking right where I am. So that's... I'll just leave it this size for now. Atmo plants. That's an Atmo plant, right? Wasteland building Atmo plant, okay. So that's where you're clicking. That's an Atmo plant. Power plant. Don't have enough energy for an Atmo plant. Oh, so there's the atmosphere coming. There's the power plant generating the power. So I need it to be 10. Okay, so it clicks if I don't have the prerequisite when I click on it, okay. Another Atmo plant. I figure if I build in the center, it'll avoid city stuff causing the show. I gotta sneeze once. I'm muted because I'm a moron. Good morning. It's early. Forgive me. We're playing Groggy's game. That was just... It was my sign language impersonation, or my lip reading impersonation. Sorry about that. Sorry, Lambie. Thank you for letting me know. Want a type race? Want to play a game of Type Racer? You get a sweet emote now, Balar. I was just appreciative of everything you've done to help, so I wanted to give you a subscription. Okay. Let's try this again. Earth has been ravaged by war, and this is made by Groggy. Objective is to reach 100 homeostasis on Earth. If homeostasis hits 0, then the Earth has gone past the point of no return, and you game over. If energy hits 0, you game over. What's the recommendation? Start by getting your energy sources built up. I recommend building 2 power generations and 1 atmo. I had it backwards. I did 2 atmo and 1 atmosphere. Okay. 2 power and 1 atmo. So let's try that differently this time. And if you zoom in, you don't click on the right spot, so we got to stay in this size for now. So 2 power plants. 1. Okay. Now we're going to start getting clouds. How are you doing this morning, Lambie? I'll tell you a joke.
What do you call a pirate with a blue top hat?
It's weird that the clouds are
I don't know
going
either. The
east to
education
west.
system has failed me.
Okay, that's better. We're getting our energy built up. We need some energy, that's for sure. We gotta go slow and steady. I screwed that first run up. So if we can get some fusion power, then we're good to go. Fusion power is going to be what we aim for. We're almost at 100, so might as well do it there. Or unless it has to be built over a certain tile, I don't remember. Okay. Fusion power time. Oh, it has to be built on claimed land, right? Okay. More power. And the scrubbers. Does the scrubber also have to be built on land? No, it doesn't. Homeostasis is actually going up. Now humans are going to start being a-holes. Oh, that's turning it from wasteland into barren, so this will start turning into good, usable ground. But now our power is totally gonna dump though. My power's going back up. Homeostasis is leveled out. This terraformer is actually pretty sweet. Oh, don't worry, Balar. You're a good man. 2 of those are sprint planning, so they may be shorter than planned or longer. Nice. Build sprint planning and retros. Oh, what are those? Oh, green. So I actually could put the biomass generator here now. Once we have 200. The homeostasis is staying level. We're getting some greenery. Energy is going back up, which is important. Okay. Fusion plant. That's cool that you actually see it starting to like make the ground better around it. It's pretty neat. Well, we're working on our game right now, Nightbot, but we're playing Groggy's game first. Because I've been waiting all day to play it. I was like, Groggy, you should make a build on Windows. So I've been waiting to play it since yesterday. I went to bed and I was like, it still isn't on, and now it is, so I'm happy. What's one we can build for 50? I thought there was one. Scrubber. Scrubber will add homeostasis but take energy. Which that'll almost take a full energy, so we need a fusion power plant to offset that. that going up or down? It's going in such small increments. It's going up a little bit. Okay. Water plant. Okay, so the water plant will add energy, but it has to be built on water. So it's like a hydro dam, I think. Which we just started getting water down there last time, so let's see if we get any this time. Oh, we screwed up our energy last time. What's the good word today, Lambie? How are you doing this fine Tuesday? We're playing Derelict Gaia Protocol by Sir Groggy. Oh, there's water right there. Did I put a water plant there? I could. Awesome. Hey, thank you for the follow, Lambie, and welcome to the Biscuit Brigade, as said by my kindergartner.
Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade.
Or in her very second year of schooling. Okay, so we added a water plant there. And it is, in fact, creating energy. But it's taking down homeostasis. We need to offset some homeostasis. What am I generator do? It makes biomass. It makes greenery. We need homeostasis to go back. Rubber will make homeostasis. But it takes almost a full energy, which we've got there, so let's... There's a scrubber. So now we're going back up on homeostasis. Energy's going back up again. So the scrubber is basically like a terraformer. Like I would call the scrubber a terraformer because it's making the ground arable. The goal of the game is you start as a derelict satellite. You determine there's no life left on Earth. So the satellite's goal is to bring the world back into balance and get homeostasis up to 100, which will allow life to thrive on the planet. You can trigger building things on the planet. So once you need energy for everything, and then you need homeostasis. Humans come at like 50 homeostasis, I think. Then once humans come, they start fucking everything up, like we tend to do. So they'll start causing pollution to make the planet less populatable. And it's a full world, but you know, I'm in the United States, so I'm focused on the US. I should build inside that little mountain complex. They'll never be able to stop us there. More water. Let's build another water plant if we can. -3 homeostasis, but +8 energy. Fusion. Fusion, we could get a lot of energy. It has to be built on barren land, right? Or it has to be built on Greenland? Aha! Did that work? Oh no, I have to click it again. Fusion plant. So the fusion plant is there. Now we're really bringing in the energy. We want to build a biomass generator. Okay, we're doing good. Homeostasis is going up, energy is going up. You can nuke it, so you can destroy humanity if you want. You can nuke the humans if you want. It's on itch.io. I'll drop a link in here for you guys. But it was part of the Let 'em Dare. He did the game Jam, so he had 3 days to do it. That's pretty fucking awesome. Like he made a fucking strategy game in 72 hours. Like that's ridiculous. It reminds me a lot of like Sim Earth from which I grew up with as a kid. Let's see. Let's plop down some. Did we put down a biomass generator? I think we did, right? Like this is. That's a fusion plant. So let's put down a biomass generator now. See what we get. It has to be on green tile. Okay, I think it has to be on that green tile. Oh, it's really going crazy. Look at all the spread of the biomass. Nice. Which we're gonna need to combat the humans who are gonna come in and just be like little stinky buttheads about everything. Get another fusion plant up over here. We need lots of power. I'd rather not run out of power, and I don't want to cut it close. Homeostasis is still going up. Like slow and steady wins the race, because once humans come in, it fucks everything up. Okay. And we're playing on the fastest speed, because at first it was always just slow, and we were like, hey, can you make a step time thing so we can actually grow faster? Plenty of energy, which is good for now. More of a biomass generator. Start expanding out. Make another water pump up here. So that'll start making more energy. It'll drop homeostasis a bit though, so we need... What was a good way of doing homeostasis again? I guess the scrubber, 0.05 versus 0.005. Okay, so scrubber. That's the scrubbing! Let's put one here in the mountains, so this area will start turning good again. The longer we can take to get things built out before the homeostasis hits 50 and humans start fucking everything up, that'll be good. Another fusion reactor. I want my fusion reactor. Oh, they settle at 35 now. Well, we're done fucked up now.
This is the emergency broadcast system.
Where are the humans?
This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test.
Go slow so I can find them.
For further instructions.
See where they're fucking everything up.
A test.
Glass. The med. Where are the humans at? Where are the humans? Nice, humans in Hawaii. Oh, I must have missed them. Oh, unless he changed the color of humans. Let me see. Did he change human color? Oh, it was here. Okay. You put the humans there. There, and whatever the settlement was. Oh, they settled on the East Coast as well. Okay, is that what them? In bed? Yeah, so they settled here and they settled there. They're gonna start messing everything up because, humans do that. Oh, now they're resettling. They're growing populations everywhere. Okay, more biomass generators. Put an atmo plane here to kind of try to get some clouds to make this less barren. Now we need the homeostasis. That should lock those humans in, at least slow them down a little bit. Hey, Night Lambie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, sir. Or ma'am. Up more colonies on the coasts. Plane over here. Should have built a biomass generator, but oh well. Oh, there we go. I can do it there. Need more homeostasis. So we need the scrubbers. We have plenty of energy right now. Hopefully we can do it before the humans fuck us all up. If we can emit. Oh, that doesn't stop them from moving over it. Okay. Locked them in. Energy. Energy. Found another settlement. Daggone humans. Daggone humans. So we're playing Sir Groggy's here. Man, those humans are going crazy. They're spreading like craziness. Another scrubber there. Put a scrubber up in Canada. Get stuff growing out up there. We might actually be able to do this if humans don't fuck it up too quick. If they just walk right through mountains, they're like, I don't care, son. Power of Florida. Do it. Okay, good power generation. We might actually do this. Might actually get this done. Gonna be good, baby. Homeostasis is going up a little bit, but we got this. We got this. We're gonna get to 100. We didn't have to mess with any humans or anything either. Oh yeah. What is that stuff? Stored. Aaron? Oh, that's their pollution that they make, right? We got it. We're gonna get 100. Victory! Done it. Analyzing Earth status. Looking for ecological threats. Threats acceptable. Probability of complete restoration of Earth, 100%. Guide protocol successful. Engaging caretaker protocol. Game. Congratulations, you won the game while keeping the humans alive. Space to continue the game. Oh, cool, you can continue if you want. Nice. Now let me nuke them. Destroy all humans. Destroy all humans. Destroy all humans. Who's the rest of the sons of bitches? Destroy. And it doesn't even mess up homeostasis. Oh. Last set of humans. We will be a planet for everyone that is not humans. Oh, more humans. Boom, sucker. Oh, that's an interesting sound loop. We have broken the game. Oh my god. Okay. Nice. That was actually really fun. Nice job. Nice job, Groggy. That was awesome. Let me make a marker so I can make a clip for him. A highlight to show him later. Okay. So, where were we with SWS? We were working on converting to the job system. I thought I was actually... So this is from point A to point B, the same point whether we run with jobs or not. So when we run normally with the old school system with the iEnumerator, this is what the open set looks like to find the waypoints. See, like what, 12? No, like 10 things. But you see here on the other side, it goes from 1 to 4 to 7, 11 to 15 to 19, 25. This is the set it needs. Because this was actually crashing the game out because I was trying to log all of these hexes. I'm like, oh, we're just going 2 hexes over. Let's spit the hexes out. And it was like, what the hell's going on? So I eventually looked at the editor log and I saw it was spitting out a ton of hexes. So I think that is related to the fact that their documentation says, let me close this. Where's the documentation for... Put it. Where did I put it? Where they say, do not access static data from the job. I think that's what's happening. So we're gonna have to debug that and figure out what in the fuck, like one by one. So we wanted to attach the debugger, which did I actually get that done yet? I think we did attach the debugger. Attach it. Unity. We're going to attach the debugger. We're going to see if that works. And then we're going to run the debug to see if we can debug the job to find out what in the tarnation. We're going to go through here. Hopefully it'll be apparent what's going on when we try to call, because we're calling static methods, which they say not to do. So we'll have to figure out another way to get the data we need into this. And maybe that means we have to beef the job up a little bit to pass a whole ton of data into that anyway. Oh, can't be the if, it has to be. Let's attach the debugger. Turn the music back on because I can hear myself talk, which I do not. But it's never a good time. Never the right time for that. Oh, we're good. Attach the debugger to Unity process. Now we've attached. Now let's run the game. And we're going to go from here to here. Like, that's what we've been doing. So it's the same test every time to that little old tree right there. We're going to lock the camera when it comes up. And then we're going to try to step through and see what in the holy hell is going on. Or we'll just straight up crash Unity. We could do that too. Okay. Let's take two. And one thing I still need to do over the next couple days is get a build done for my iPad for the kids, so they can play the game on their iPads, because they wanted to play my little clicker game I made, because they're kids, so they like clickers. They're fine that it's a very boring playthrough. Let's go. You're not attached because you crashed. Sure. Come on now, stream label. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let us try again. Boop. Make a link to Groggy's game too, because I'll call that out a lot. I should make a link to everyone's when I find Dr. Java's game too. Lock. Debugger attached. Did we attach it? I don't remember. Did not attach it. Okay, so let's attach it now. Here we go. Let's see if the debugger is going to work. Here are the logs too. Oh, gotta click again. Boop. Debugger did not attach. Close out of here. Stop running. Please ensure editor attaching is enabled in Unity's external tools settings page. Do I not have fucking debugging enabled all of a sudden? Tools. They're attaching, yeah. Well, let me restart Ryder. Maybe Ryder's being an asshole now. Let's restart Ryder and see what's going on. Gosh golly gee, I would enjoy fixing this. Window. good. Let's make sure, do we still have the breakpoint? Here we do. This starts. I want to start above where we deal with the first static references. Let's attach the debugger now. Boom. Will it attach? Will it blend? Static. Run the game. Build a console. Let us see what we get. We're trying to debug. Well, we're not using the job system the way that they told us to. They told us not to use static references, and we're doing that, so I'm guessing that's why it's fucked up. But I'd like to confirm with the debugger that we can kind of game plan how we're going to redo the jobs. This, and right now the first piece we're trying to rework is just the Pathfinder piece. So the piece that does the A-star pathing from when you say, hey, I want to move from here to here, it'll do the pathing to backtrack and see like what's the best path to find each other. And normally, like a normal path, when we're running without the code for jobs and we're just using an enumerator, like this is the path, like super efficient. When we're using the path, it's like it's going through like, no, this is all wrong. This is all wrong. All wrong. You lose. Good day, sir. Click on the old colonist and say move here, which should take us to the debugger. It didn't because it's not attached to the debugger anymore for some reason. Okay. Oh, what in the world is going on today? Close this out. Let's close that fucking editor out. Let's reopen it. Like, editor's actively refusing. Like, I wonder if it's like a regression bug. Because I just updated Unity. Version of Unity. Let's see. Last month. That's totally useless. Well, wait, let's add the word Unity, of course. Unity. No, where else going on? Nothing with Unity here for sure. Let's restart. No, not Steam. Unity Hub. Let's restart and see what we get. Yeah, it's weird. I use the debugger all the time, and this is a weird failure mode. Like it can fail in other creative ways, like locking out the editor, but never does it just say, "That won't connect." What do you mean you won't connect? What do you mean, you people? Unless like a Windows update? No. Sometimes I've noticed that can fuck things up. Good. It says say no editor attaching, so let's close and restart again. Hopefully that'll reset whatever the fuck just went haywire and that crashes. And for now, while we're testing, we're not going to remove the old code. We're always going to have everything be a job as a different function. Because if we need to, and then we'll have a global on and off. Like if we need to go between the job system and the old code that works, we can turn that on and off with like a bool on the game manager. Because there's some major things like with, like when I was doing the build for Let 'em Dare, like you couldn't actually do a build without fixing some of the assembly shit that they would keep breaking, and it was just like a fucking hassle. So we'll time box this for what, like another day or two if we can't get it sorted out, and then if we can't get it fucking stable because of like build issues, we'll just go back to the old iEnumerator stuff, and then we'll go back to fixing the job state. Because we've already put a bunch of days into this, so without any noticeable progress, really. Editor attaching is enabled. Good. Signing team ID. We'll have to put that later. Okay. Let's attach the debugger. It will work. At least try it. Load the debug assemblies, which is fine. We normally see that. I just want to get the return output to make sure it's like actually connecting. Yeah, could there be something else? It's thinking right here. Processing assemblies. Okay. Did it work? Are you the way you are? Okay, let's attach and see what we get. Should hopefully work. So far, seems like we're connected, hopefully. So we should be able to click here, there. Hey, and the debugger worked. Okay, so shit was just fucked for, I don't know. I don't know if it was just a matter of we had to toggle it because shit got into a weird state because Unity kept like hard locking and had to kill it. That's the only thing I can think why it would be different all of a sudden. Okay, so we're here. Let's see what. We don't want this fucking event log taking up all the space. Fuck off. Okay, so we got our watches here. Good, good. Grid.max size. What is it coming in as? Evaluate that. Because we're passing that in. Okay, so that's coming in properly. An F10 to step over. That should make it open set. Open set is going to be a heap of 1. Let's check what's in the heap. Oh, it's a heap of 1 with all of the potential world in it. Let's look at the old school way we're doing it, and let's make sure that's exactly functioning the same. Because I had to do some tweaks to get this to work, so if that fundamentally changes the way it works, that could be the problem. This one is the old way. It grabs an open set for. Oh no, this is still the job. Okay, let me go to the old way, which should be the next function now. Line path, this is the old way. So it's grabbing grid.max size. Grid.max size is reference to this grid. Grid.max size here is actually it returns the upper bounds of the array. So it's 0 and 1, so that's 300 by 300. Right, so let's do 300 by 300 in the calculator. See what we get. 90,000. Okay, so this open set is 89,400. Close enough for government work. Let's step through. This is going to make a new empty close set, right? Close set. So it goes from open set to close set, and close set's like, as it steps through and checks pass, it'll move them to close set when it's like this is a bad path, so it doesn't keep going through them. Oh. While open count is greater than 0, and break me, not break me. Where's break me at? Break me come from? What's going on here? Break me is false. Okay, that's a way to break out of the loop, I guess. Get screwed up in the debugger. If the call count's greater than 10,000, we call break me to break out of the loop. I guess we should log too. Format. We'll log that from now on, so we'll see. So right now, though, it's if path success, which it isn't. Path success is false. I've not found. That's going to return waypoints of nothing. Now we should be back to the game. Let's try that again. I didn't mean that. What do we get here? Broken again. Take 2. Step over you. Open set is. Open set is. Okay, open set is right. Add to start node. What is start node? Start node is where we're going. 134 by 266. Just going to add that to the list. We're going to step into this, I think, right? So that we can go into the loop, I think. Let's see. I guess let's see. Open count's greater than 0, which it is. We're here. Open set has 6 items. This is going to make the current node. Current node's null, but current node's going to become the very first thing we step through. 136 by 266. Okay. And it's going to say current node. This is false. It's going to skip that. Current node is not equal to target node, so current node is 134.266. Target node should be whatever we clicked on. 124 by 266. That sounds right. Those are not the same, so it's going to go into the. This isn't correct. Cell counter. Let's see. Cell counter 0, so it's going to go to this one. Cell counter plus plus, and click counter. What is click counter right now? Click counter 0 and cell counters 0. Checking all the permutations. Okay. Here's where it's actually doing checks of stuff. Okay, let me make it a little bigger for you, Janpoon Thong. Thank you for letting me know. Set it to 16. Let me know if this is any better for you. Yeah, no worries at all, buddy. Thank you for letting me know. And hello. If that's not big enough for you, let me know. I can go a bit bigger. Actually, I think 18 is what people settle on when they have old man eyes like me. Let's go to 18. There. That's 18 point. Okay, we're at 18 now. Cool. Let's see. We're trying to debug why the job system implementation of the code's not working. I think it's related to static variables, which you're not supposed to use anyway. I just want to confirm it. Hey, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Biscuit Brigade, as said by my daughter.
Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade.
It was a cheese ball. Thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Okay, so target node, not walkable, and current H cost. Oh, I'm calling out right here. That's what the problem is. Okay, well, that's one of the problems. You can't call any external data in a job, and I'm calling static data. So, womp womp. I'm a dum dum. Okay, so let's return the game, and then we'll fix this code to not call static data anymore. Back. Go back. So let's cancel out of here. We can fix this code. Let me see. Is there a way to switch this to do vertical layout? Since now we have bigger font. Horizontally. You guys go. See if that works any better for the Fat Boy fonts. This might end up being better for fat fonts. Okay, so let's go back to Pathfinder. And so where we realized we were fucking up is right here. So this should only run if the path is not walkable and we get really close. So it's checking if the path is not walkable. Oh, are you having a good morning this morning, Janpoon? So close move distance. And it's funny because I just made this a fucking variable when before it was just a hard-coded number. So I guess we'll just set it back to hard-coded number for this. Close walk move. Oh, it's in game data. Derp. Close moves 14, tile size is 10. You should just have it saved as a variable. We'll be totally fine. Okay. So then this won't call because we're not in debug. Path success will be true. Hopefully now, let's see, are there any other references to things? I mean, we're calling static things, which we're not changing data, we're just grabbing data, not touching it. Okay, let's see if that works now after we recompile. Okay. Let's detach the debugger and see if it works. I mean, we'll tell it. We'll be able to know that it works if we go into. Make that bigger. So this is when it works. This is what the pathing looks like for the sets with the enumerator, and this is what it was looking like when we called the job, which should be because those it was like adding everything. Hopefully, it's because of those variables that I couldn't reference. Let's detach the debugger. Let us try again. Because the first thing we're trying to do is just replace a lot of our enumerator stuff with the Unity job system code, which is way faster, which we demonstrated by Blood and Dare this weekend, where we made a clicker game that spawned 1,000 mono behaviors, which that is a lot of work for Unity, and it was doing it like 60 frames a second. So Kudos to Unity for making engine much better. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Right click. Oh, gotta click on the guy first. Oh, right click. Still super fucked up. And it called break me. That's why it broke, because it got to break me. Okay. So let's reattach the debugger and see where it's fucking up again. But I'm sure it's something else stupid we're missing, so let's see. Step over. No, this is all copacetic. Thanks to the debug we added, we know it was actually just infinitely looping, so that's not good. Okay. Current node.hcost, so let's see what that is. Current node hcost is 0. Because we're in our own node probably, so it's gonna have to step through. This will get its neighbors. Let's see if this actually works. So step into that. Okay, so we're gonna step into the grid, get neighbor static. A little bit. So we're calling, and here's a static reference with the node, and the node is where we're at right now. It knows its world position. Perfect. We're gonna step into this. Oh well. Node is the neighbor's null right now. Okay. Now the neighbor's a node. Now let me step it. 33. So it's stepped over 1, right? Because the first part path. Neighbor walkable. Enclosed set contains neighbor. Oh, well, the neighbor is not walkable. The closed set contains neighbor. Isn't true because it is walkable. Walkable is equal to true. Okay. New movement cost is equal to current node.gcost 0 plus get distance. What is get distance called? Let's see. Let's step into that. Distance. That's just doing the map absolute distance. 0 to 0. Well, that's distance right now. Let's see. 134 to 133. Okay, so these are neighbor nodes. Let's step into there. Okay. Distant 1 because they're 1 by 1, and that should be 0 because they're on the same plane. So this is return 14 times distance-wise, so that'll be 0 plus 10 times dest x minus dest y. So it'll be minus 1 times, let's see, return. And that's if dest_x is greater than dest_y, which it is. That's what we returned. And get distance. Evaluate that to see what we came back with. It's for completeness. So the result was 10. Because it was 0 plus 10, so it was a plus at the end. Okay. If new movement cost. And let's see what the static, what this one came back as. Evaluate this. Diff 9. Result was 0. And cost. And cost static. Turning cost is doing what? From grid to grid calculations? Oh, it just returns 0. Don't know why, but okay, it just returns 0. That's whatever this is plus 0. If new movement cost to neighbor is less than neighbor cost. Evaluate that. That's 10. And that's less than, is that less than neighbor G cost, which is going to be probably 0. New movement cost is less than 0, which is not. Or open set contains the neighbor. We'll go in here. That was 0, so then new movement cost was 10. Oh, so it's saying if the movement cost is less than this cost, or open set contains neighbor, and I think that, or open set does not contain neighbor, which it doesn't, so it's going to add the cost, because open set right now does not have that. It only has one member, right? Oh, so it has a bunch of members in here. They're all null. Except for the first one. Oh, because it's a heap, never mind. 34, so that's where we're starting. The neighbor cost equals the new neighborhood to move cost, which is 0. And then the H cost, which is the run the get distance. There, and then we'll step in. And distance is 9. Because it's coming through 133, 236, 24. Why did it jump? Why did it jump that far? Why did it do that? Why? 124 is where we're going, right? Let's see, start node, target node. So we're going to 124. That's where we're going. So it jumped to looking at the destination here, and save that just so we can record it as we're troubleshooting. Node 1, so we're saying from start to end. So it's checking the distance of that, okay. On the same Z because we're in line with each other. X is going to be greater than Z. Or Y. So 14 times 0, 0 plus 10. X minus Y is 9 times 10, so this should come back as 90, right? My calculations are correct. Can you evaluate all this? 90, okay. My calculations were correct, sir. So it jumped right to neighbor. That's where we're stepping through. Open set contains, doesn't contain neighbor, then we're gonna add it. One else we're gonna update it. False. Neighbor is actually this is actually, we start at 134, right? We start at 134. So this is actually the real neighbor. Why the fuck was it going to, man, getting back into like A-star pathfinding was like doing this stuff. When I wrote all of this, like I wrote this all the first time. And it was like in Greek, so it's like after years of being away from it, it's like, what the fuck is this doing again? I might have to watch a refresher video to get through this again. Let's see. Open set doesn't contain neighbor, which it's not going to, so it's going to walk in here. We're going to add the neighbor. And the neighbor is 133. Normal. Back to good neighbor static. Oh, we don't need it. We can step out of this. We don't need to be in here. Turn that and step out of there. So right now the neighbor node should be different, right? It should be 134. Why is it back to 134? Back to the original, right? Oh, I wonder because the data it's getting is not, because it's getting data that's not. Cut out so much when you're leaning in focus mode. Gosh darn it. Thank you for telling me, Yeti. Let me see if I just make it louder. I'm just gonna make it louder. Here. Let me know if I cut out less. I turned the gain up like a quarter turn. Hopefully, yeah, I lean away from the mic. But when I leaned, before I was leaning into the mic and like headbutting it, it's like, God damn it. Who knew that sound was so hard? Because I'll go from like being super fucking loud to like, I'm gonna whisper a little bit and be quiet and shit. Thank you for letting me know though. I wouldn't know if it wasn't for you helping me. Okay, so I think, I mean, my guess is that it's getting wonky data. Like, let's see if the second loop of neighbor without iteration shouldn't stay 134. So let's take a screenshot just so we can remember. And then we're gonna run through this loop. We're gonna go back into the game code and we're gonna say, like, quit out here. And then we're gonna switch back to the old system. And we're gonna debug that, and we should see it be different. Like my hypothesis is we're breaking the rules of the universe. We're just gonna have to pass all this data in. And if we have to pass all this data in, it's like, are we even saving any time? Do we save any time when we're doing it this way? I mean, obviously we save time by using the burst compiler, but it's just, it's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this really worth all the effort? Let's see. Let's go back to don't use jobs. Let's run the game without using jobs. So this should call the old code, which I'll need to put a fucking breakpoint on. Up yonder. This is the job I want to call the old motherfucker, the old system. I want to call the old system. What's up, Atorio? How are you doing? Good morning.
Hello.
I hope you're having a good morning. And today's I can't remember days very good, Yeti. So I was like, oh, you're streaming today. It's only Tuesday. You don't stream today. Fuck. When you stream, it gives me something to watch when I'm at work. So we'll put a breakpoint here. And this is the old iIterator system. The iEnumerator system. Oh my goodness, come on. Oh, where's my little guy? Where's my little guy at right there? Block, clear this. I said clear that. I know, putting on a VOD, that'd be crazy talk. If I can't talk to you, how's this make sense? Oh no, I have to go back to YouTube? Posh. There's only a several year-long repository of videos somewhere. I know where. Oh, Pornhub? I didn't know you did Pornhub. Cool. I'll have to check it out. Okay. Let's step through the old system now and see how it differs. We're gonna go through the first loop. The first loop should be fine. The neighbor... The second loop, though, the neighbor should not still be 134. So it's like it's the static call we were doing in the other reference. The static call we were doing in the job system is getting bogus data. It is getting bogus data because it has no fucking way to know what you're doing. Okay. Because the state's... Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Here's where it's getting the neighbors. So the first neighbor was good neighbor in Fallout 4, 133. So it's getting the next hex properly. And this loop through is 10, which we know. So this loop, this shouldn't go back to 134 again. This should, if it does, then I'm an idiot. Which is possible. I could totally be an idiot. So it went back to 134. So I'm... Oh, because it checks... This will now add it to the close set. Okay, so let's see what happens. At least I think it should add it to the close set. Oh, it's actually adding it to the open set. The neighbor's 134 and it's adding it to the open set. That's where we start. What's the neighbor now? 134, 267. So it's checking the neighbors of... Okay, so it's checking my neighbors from where I am to see if I should go up, left, right, or down. Okay. 134, 266. So it's adding that neighbor in there. What's the neighbor now? I'm the captain now. 135. So, okay, so it did... Now it's checking this way. To the right of the hex. It's also going to find evaluate as not being correct. but it has to check it anyway. Open set is... How the fuck did you go back to number 1? Oh, did it make it through that quick? Okay. Well, then we're done with chiptunes for the day. We're done with chiptunes for the day. Okay. Let's go back to Chill Pop Radio. See what we get. I don't know how... No, I just can't. It's too fucking low energy for me. It's just like, fucking put me in a coma. I want to be in a coma. Do you want me to be in a coma? Because I don't want to be in a coma. Yes. Yes, I want you to be in a coma. Will come the chorus of replies. Play some Rim World music then, instead. Rim World music. Okay, cool. We're using Rider right now, Atorio. It's got some integrations that really help with Unity. Like it does these nice things like Visual Studio does, but it'll do other things. Like if you have a private variable set, or you have a variable that you set something, but then also you set in the editor differently, this will actually show you like what the editor has. Like there's things that make it a little bit nicer to use than Visual Studio. Or I've never used Visual Studio Code on Windows, so I don't know how that compares either, but I like it. I get a license through work, so I just use it. I hope that answered your question. So let's step through the open set now. So it's gone through all of the nodes. Okay. 133.266 is the first one. 134. 134.267. Oh, so it was actually stepping down. Okay. 134.260, 135.266. So it was checking all of the hexes around. It was checking all the hexes around where I started at, which is what it should do for the A-Star Pathfinder. Okay. Now it's going to remove the first set. It's going to add that to the closed set. So we're done with it. And then it's checking to see, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet, chat? Are we there yet? I hope we're there yet. My kids. Are we there yet? Fuck no, we're not there. Please stop making Dad go crazy. So we're not there yet. Are we over the we need to break because things are really bad limit that I put in because I've made mistakes in the A-Star Pathfinder that caused infinite loops? So, which is actually how we get out of it running the job system, because it just was looping forever. Okay. It's incrementing the counter. Like, hey, we've gone through an iteration. Is the target node not walkable? It's going to do the math, and now it's going to loop through the neighbors. Right, so it's going to go... This is where we check to see if we're there. So now it's going to check the neighbors again. Oh shit, the neighbors. Neighbor is 132. So it's walking through the path. And it'll get there. Yep, let's actually... out. Did not mean... What are you doing all the way up here? Get out of here. I want you in here. Oh, actually... That's what was doing the program. So you can see it made the pathfinding for there. Okay. Let's stop. Step through again, because step through again with jobs. Actually, we know. Okay, so we know. Like, we know we're not supposed to use static data, so we just need to refactor to not use the static data. That's what we have to do. Okay. Like, there's no sense testing this again, because, I mean, they literally say right, is it right here? Right here. Motherfucker, right here? Nope. Right here? Nope. Right here, yeah. Do not access static data from a job. Accessing static data from a job circumvents all the safety systems. If you access the wrong data, you might crash Unity, often in unexpected and zany ways. For example, accessing a modded behavior can cause crashes on domain reloads. Because of this risk, future versions of Unity will, not just fucking might, will prevent access from jobs using static analysis. If you do access static data inside a job, you should expect your code to break. Okay, so we just need to refactor. We need to figure out how to do this with the context, with the what we have available to us. Okay. I'm gonna close the second window because I can't see dick. Actually, that no. I want to move all you guys into the right up here. Just because at this large font rate, you can't see dick, so I'm gonna close all the windows out. Make one big bulldog window. Okay. Pathfinder. Let's see. When we come in here and we call invoke jobs, what's the data that it needs? We're passing through all the node information. Specifically, should we pass in the whole fucking node map to the jobs since it's on another thread? I mean, we have to. It has to have everything it needs to do the job, right? I still don't see how this... I don't see how this is any faster than using an iEnumerator. It seems like a lot more work doing it this way. But, like, the benefits will be we can have a lot more things doing jobs and pathing without slowing down the game. So, I mean, we have, in our demo, we had 1,000 mono behaviors on our Let 'em Dare game moving around. I mean, it was randomly, but it was still 1,000 fucking mono behaviors, which without the job system was like 3 frames per second. So, I guess this is going to be worth it. Let's make a note of what do we actually need to bring over. Let's open up our trusty file pad. What do we need to bring into the pathfinding job to make it 100% self-contained? What do we need to do? Everything where we have a static reference will have to fucking come in. Like right... So here's where I'm calling. So we build the start and end node, which is a big part of the calculation. We schedule the job. We wait for 5 seconds. Which, that's just me testing. We'll probably remove eventually. Because we're doing this job stuff in an iEnumerator, because you see it like tense up while it's thinking through stuff, and I don't want that to happen. But this is kind of seems jank, but it's probably me being dumb. This is where we're copying the data back out of the native array. Because we create a waypoints list that we've arbitrarily set to like a max of 100. Because this is how we're going to get the waypoint out of the job. Like, the job ends with, here's the fucking waypoints where you're going. So that's the number one thing we have to get out of the job. The rest of the shit I don't care about. But getting the waypoints out is important. So this is the path to the goal. To the destination. So we create the job, make a new find path job, create the nodes that it needs, and you can't pass in reference types to a job, so we had to break out node into its own like pieces, the separate pieces, and then we build the node on the inside, which you'll see. We build the all the top level stuff. Here's the start node, here's the end node. We create the job handle. Once the job's completed, we run complete on it. Once we get the waypoints back from the job, we loop through the array, the native array from the job, and we reset waypoints on our end to what we got from a job. Then we dispose of the waypoints, and then we yield. Let's see. Here's the job. Start node, target node. We pass in the delta time. We pass in the miscellaneous stuff. Let's see. And target node. I just want to keep it clean because it's going to start to grow and be a lot of shit. And start node. Pass in. Is this debugging? The grid maximum size. That was something I had to look up. The native array. Time to delta time. Waypoints. Is this an internal? This is an internal waypoints thing we're using. So here's where it's reconstructing. It's making a new node and it's reconstructing it based on the contiguous pieces we have. This stuff works. This is gonna this is a static reference, so this has to change. So we're gonna need to pass in whatever this is. That's right. We have another Pathfinder window, right? Oh, we did. Maybe not. No, come back. I didn't want that. I wanted to make a duplicate copy of it. I'm gonna make another. Okay. Motherfucker. I want another copy of you, asshole. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to do it in Visual Studio. Let's see. Writer. Second copy of file. Ticket file. No, okay. I'm being dumb. Because I want to have two places in the file, but I want to make it easy for you guys to see. But it might not be meant to be. Okay. We'll just split it vertically then. Horizontally. Okay. So check zones there. Here we'll go to check zones. What does it do? Well, that's the static reference. But what does the actual real thing do? Takes in a zone. And then it grabs static data, which we can't do. And it gets super complicated. Does the game instance reachability door link count? Is how you... So with the way the world works, everything starts as one reachability zone. But then as you add, as you add rooms and you put a door that segregates that room that was part of the outside world gets then put into another zone. So the Pathfinder needs to see like the door link. So it sees that door is the gateway between the first zone and the second zone. So that's what these reachability zone door links are. So it keeps a global list of them. We'll have to pass that in. Man, we're gonna have to pass a lot of data. We're gonna have to crunch a lot of data in the Pathfinder. Like this is... I'm really struggling to see how this is gonna be any faster. You know, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think this is any faster. I'm gonna fucking shelve this for now. We're gonna go back to fixing the fucking job system. Like, let me make a note of it. We're shelving this for now. Because for the amount of effort we have to put into it, for like no gain when we don't even have a fucking need for it yet because we don't have enough objects to where it's slowed down. Then I'm not gonna fucking, yeah, we're not doing that right now. Fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. Okay. It's for April 21st, 2020. Abandon for now. Converting to the Unity job system. It's super jank. It is super jank when you try to build because you have to use all their bullshit. So it's super duper jank. Fiddle with building. Building. No access to shared data. So it's like, so we have to pass in, we must pass in everything a job needs. Needs, which is prohibitive at this point. So we're gonna go back to just fixing the fucking jobs bug. Okay. So let's remove the tiny build shit from here, right? That's in this project. Because it is... We don't have tiny build in here yet. We just have... We do have tiny build. So watch. Here's one of the fun things that tiny build does for you. When we try to make a build, watch the fun we have. Hey, let's just make a debug build for this. And this code was released and it's totally fine because obviously they're going to check to make sure you could make a fucking build with the new hotness that they're making. I mean, there's not going to be some stupid bug that causes the builds not to work. I mean, Unity would never do that. Watch. They wouldn't do that. That would be preposterous. Why am I putting a period first? That's fucking gross. What's wrong with me? Ugh. Bad boy. Periods there like some kind of monster. Watch it work, though. Watch it work, and then for my other project for the Let 'em Dare, it was just some other weird fucking thing. That would be the best. That would make me very happy. Let's detach the debugger. Now. Oh, detach the debugger. Boop. And now we wait for the compiler to go. Yeah, we've got like 250,000 lines of code in this project, so got a little bit of work it has to do when it recompiles. Some of that is third-party tools for sure. Before we added tools, I was a good number of lines of code for sure. There's a lot of systems we had to build to get this game going. Like, shit that's not even part of the core gameplay loop, like a biomanager and a system to know that we're not putting enemies onto the same hex, because we don't want that, and a system for flood filling to check zones to make sure that we can actually stay contiguous and pathfind properly. There's a lot of work goes into this game development. So I'm not a game developer by trade. I'm a software engineer. So there's been a lot of learning on the game development side for sure, how to do all this stuff. It fucking works. Okay, it doesn't work. Good. Thank you. This is the same error I have, so it's like womp womp. I mean, it's supposedly a simple fix, but it's like, this is like a little thing that should have never made it past QA. I'm going to uninstall this fucking thing, which it's all driven from this project Tiny Fool, so we're gonna remove it, and may it never darken our doorstep again until it's a little bit more mature. 2 years apparently is not enough. I mean, it's fucking amazing and it does a great job and it works super fast, but fuck it. We're gonna fix the logic flaws we have in the job system currently, and then when we get to the point where we could probably benefit from, you know, multi-threading. Oh yeah, job queue manager V2. Yeah. Which you're gonna go. We're gonna kill you. Because you're the example we did with all the new code, so we're gonna just comment you completely out. We're going to comment you all out. We need to update the job move to. Job types. But these are all the different types of jobs. They have their own files. Let's see. No more uni mathematics. None of you. None of you. Fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Pathfinder also has reference to it. May you never darken our doorstep again. At least not till you're further along and not being frustrating. No burst compiler for you. Okay, I made a copy of it. Good. I'm gonna do that for now. Oh, yeah. Fuck off with you. Get out of here with your fucking shit. We lecture shit in here. Get out of here, Leroy. If we ever come back to it, I'd like to at least have some spot to start. Leave zombie code around, that'll be awesome. Everyone loves when you leave zombie code around. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking go down that rabbit hole of we're gonna spend days and days refactoring shit for just to not work potentially. Fuck that. I want to get back to being productive. You. Oh. Yeah, let's actually commit. I don't want to leave all this bullshit around here, so I'm gonna make a commit and rip all this shit out. For removing zombie code for the job system. Fuck this shit. Get out my kitchen. Fuck this shit. Get out my kitchen. So just go away. Don't even stay. Get the fuck out. The fuck out! Nope, 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 nope. I am done with your ass. Now we should be back to how we were before we went down this little fucking jaunt last week. Into the fucking mall of hell. If I could remember who it was, it's like, you should use the job system. I should be like, hey, I'm gonna kick you right in the nuts. Although, no, in fairness, the job system's really awesome. But it's obviously not ready for prime time. So, it's obviously not ready for prime time, and I'm dumb. So it's like a struggle for me. It's like, I don't want to refactor a ton of stuff. I want to keep the project moving forward. We've got the system in place that works. We just have to figure out, like, we have one little issue with the jobs. One little issue. We have one little issue where nothing works right. Is that a problem? Is that a bad thing? Do we not like that? let's go to the game manager. Make sure that we have our colonist set to spawn just one colonist. Let's level set to where we were. We're going to go in, we're going to tell this guy to cut down trees, and you'll see he hangs up. So that's what we have to fix. Why the fuck does he hang up? And we're in the... This is going to be laggy. I thought it was going to be laggy. Is it not laggy? Oh. Because I'm looking at the game manager and not the main camera. So once I look at the main camera, you'll see it's going to lag balls because we're showing the game data here, this is all of the game's data being visualized here. So you'll see it's going to get super slow. I am so slow I can't even do anything. Okay. But we're using this to try to visualize what's up with the jobs. So we're going to say we want to chop down some trees. Say that tree. Hold on. I'm being dumb. What am I being dumb about? Actually, my allergies are getting to me, so let me blow my nose real quick. My cats that I love, but they do not love me. I've returned with cleansed nostrils. Okay, let's go look at the game manager. Oh, it's still set to use jobs. I bet there was a note here saying, the job system's off, asshole. Yeah, let's just remove that code. Like, it shouldn't even fucking be there. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything but fucking cause confusion and break shit, so fuck you. And then remove you from the game manager too. Because, fuck that. Where is the game manager? Where is the game manager? Right there. Garbage. Hotgarbage.com. No, it's not garbage. I'm being salty. Sorry. It's actually a really fucking amazing system that through me not being able to totally grok it properly and be able to conceptualize how to move all of this data, like there's a ton of data for pathfinding. So it would really be like, hey, how do we rewrite the pathfinding system in a way that's we can do it with no shared data? And that's just not something I'm up for right now. And that's just one of the systems to rewrite to work with the job system. So no, we're too far along to do that now. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back into the game. We don't have the main camera loaded because we don't want to break the game having to represent all that data on screen. Okay. Lock the camera. We're gonna chop some wood. We're gonna say, hey, chop this tree. She's gonna move over and chop the tree. She's doing the job. She's super happy with life. Boom. And then we're gonna say, chop this tree. She's gonna come over here. She's gonna be super happy with life. Chops the tree. Say, chop this tree. Chops that tree. We say chop this tree. But she doesn't chop the tree. So why are you not chopping the tree? Because you're an asshole, that's why. But why are you being an asshole? So we've paused the game so we don't lag everything to hell. This job was set for 136. So she actually moved to the hex. 136, 260. Let's copy that out into our help file. All the jobs. Look, all your jobs. That's not what I was hoping for. Let's copy. There we go. She was doing the job here. She was supposed to do the job. Let's look at the main camera. Because we should see the job for 136, 260. 136, 260. Move to is done, and the gardening is in progress. Okay. And she's stuck in a loop right now. If we unpause, she's stuck in a loop where she's at 0 for the distance. So let's go look at the spot. Because this is the gardening job. And we had found a bug in the gardening job before where it had the move built right into it, which was a mistake. We shouldn't do that. So she's stuck right here in this loop here. In loop here, right? It says in loop here, perfect. Okay. So with the gardening job, takes your position, it checks the distance. Should we check the distance? So this concept no longer really, it used to exist because what it used to do is this gardening job would always have a move. Like it would say move here, and then once you're close enough, then jump to the gardening portion of the event. But we've since changed that to use now jobs. We can visualize it right here. Here's a job. The job has a who, the name, a start, a try count, which we're not using yet. And then jobs have a step. So each job step can be, what's the name of the step? And this is basically the function we call. Walk override, that's just for if you're drafted or not, so we don't have to worry about that. But then a step has like an enumerator. It's not started yet. It's either it's not started, it's in progress, or it's done. Once the move to job got done because it moved, it followed the move to function and got where it needed to be. It went done, I'm done. Then it said, hey, next job, start working. And then it fired off the gardening function. And then, but you see here, it's still trying to check about distance, where we shouldn't have to worry about this anymore. Or do we? Because it seems like at face level, we don't have to worry about the distance anymore because we're already fucking there. And it looks like there's a logic gap in the code anyway, because she's just fucking standing there. So let's see if we can attach the debugger in mid-flight to see if we can debug what in the tarnation is going on. Let's attach the debugger and see what these values are, and then maybe we can fix it. So hopefully, I mean, I think we're really close. We're super close with this fucking logic. Like, chat helped me rework it. We went to like an enum system, so it's a little bit more stateful and a little bit less shitastic. Let's unpause, and that should kick us right to the debugger. Yeah, debugger. America. Just kidding. I'm not one of those America guys. I'm just being a fucking dumbass. Like, there's one meme I was reading where it's like, one big plot point from zombie movies that apparently has been missed is that there's going to be a large segment of the American population that just fucking denies that there's this fucking zombie apocalypse going on. And they're going to go out and protest their right to be free and go out and get eaten by zombies. Like, you guys are fucking dumb. You're dumb people. You're fucking ignorant, uneducated people who've built this persona that you're like, we're hard-ass motherfuckers with like trucks and shit, and we'll be tough when the world ends. And it's like the world, you know, hey, stay inside for a couple weeks. Fuck you. I can't do that. But I thought you're a rugged individualist. Well, I am, but you know, you don't tell me what to do, motherfucker. It's like, well, you either do that or lots of people die. Well, I'm gonna be a selfish fuck. It's like, ugh, sorry for ranting. And the education system, like my daughter says, the education system has really failed us all in this country. Because there's as smart as we are and as educated as we are, there's the people that are fucking dumb, and the education system has failed us. Take it away, Jillian.
What do you call a pirate with blue top hat?
I don't know what. Distance.
I don't know either. The education system has failed me.
So the distance is 0. So the my distance is 0. And this close move distance is 14. This close distance is 10. So we could fucking say, my distance is not equal to that, and it's not equal to that. Well, we could also add, and it's not fucking 0. Like, if it's 0, we're fucking good to go. Like, good to go. It's not this, and it's not this, and it's not 0. We could add and it's not 0. If it's fucking 0, you're there. Are we there yet? Yes, we're there. We are fucking there. Mute that. Mute that from here. Okay, let's mute that from here. Mute you, and then let's play again, which should put us back into the game, right? Okay. Let's close out here. Let's add the code. Man, I'll be really it's funny, we fixed the bug like that was right above here. We're like, it's awesome. And if we just looked at this code, we would be like, oh, this condition's gonna be fucked up because you're actually in the right spot. And move distance not equal to 0. If it's not 0 and it's not any of those, then loop. But if it's 0, we're fucking there. So yeah, do our thing. So there's 2 cases that we have to track. There's when we individually like do job to job to job like we were doing, and we can make sure that never breaks. But then there's the other case where we can trace like a vast swath of forest to chop down. We have to make sure that also works. Let's see. Let us pray. Oh no, that's gonna be fucking brutal. Break. Okay. We're in the main camera, which is showing all that data, which we do not want. That makes things super balls slow. Super balls slow, but we put it there for debugging. Like eventually we're gonna want to remove that because that is super balls slow. For sure. Okay. Lock the camera. I can't wait to redo the input system to not be garbage. It is so jank. Chop wood. You? And the black nodes here are the Pathfinder. Here. 4, this is 5. Let's do, if we can do 10 in a row, I'll call that victory. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck yes. Okay, we've fixed the issue with the gardening job. Now let's see if it holds up if we do like a swath of things. One little fucking bug. We spent days going down another path because someone's like, you just need to rewrite it. You're getting some race condition. It's like, oh no, we were in the condition where I was fucking dumb. That's all. Fuck, we fucking got it. Nope, now he's fucking up. Okay. Still fucking up. Pause. Your distance is 48. But you're no longer... You lost your path. It's like you lost your way. Let's see what the job system says for you. We're going to 126, 258. Not this job. You want the one that's 156. Well, you're going to 124, 254, right? 124, 254. Okay. 124. 54. Okay. You're done moving there. You're not fucking done moving there. Why did you think you were done moving there? Because you are not fucking done moving. By any stretch. Like, oh, we're in progress. Like, you are not fucking in progress. You are super duper not in progress. How do I get the, oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, wait for me to see the fucking tile. I think this is the one, the 124 one, right? $124, $254. That's where this job is, right? 124, $254? 124, $254. So it thinks it's close, but it's fucking not close. So, okay, so let's go back and look at the move job. See how we might have ended up. This is the gardening job, and then the move job is here. Yeah, oh, it has all this bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you, job system. Okay. And this one is doing what this job wasn't doing, where it's checking the my distance isn't 0. So it was checking, are we 0? And boy, this should probably be at refactor. This is like gross. What is all this shit? Well, if shortest distance is greater than 1,000,000, that means we couldn't find an appropriate path. I spelled appropriate. Really care? Kind of do care. The green is driving me crazy. So what's the right way to spell it if I spelled it wrong? Oh, one too many eyes. Gotcha. My bad. Like you show me the wrong. It's like, oh, the spelling's wrong. It's like, well, how do I fix it? Place with. Oh, okay. Cool. So it did kind of work. Nice. Person can find a job. So let's step through this and see where it could be fucking up. We're doing the rounding of the position, which is fine. We're getting the A-star manager to do the actual pathfinding. We're calculating the distance between the player to the job start. We're checking the distance. My distance is less than shortest path. What is shortest distance? This is the break distance. Hold on. Can we fucking use this? Where do we use this variable? We don't set it anywhere. No, we do set it. Okay. So here we set it to shortest distance is my distance. Okay. We can call it, make it, because shortest distance doesn't make sense and it's confusing. What it actually is doing is saying, what distance, because we hard set 1,000,000 is what we return if like we can't find anything. So like we could call this what, non-walkable distance? Or in path, or no path distance, maybe? The shortest distance, because it seems weird when it's like, why is the checking of shortest distance is greater than or equal to this? It should say no path distance. Okay. The shortest. Okay. So we come through here, we check the distance. Hey, is my distance less than shortest distance? And do I have any walkable neighbors? And it does the walkable neighbors check. And then it sets the destination to the job start. Grabs the colonist destination, it sets the destination for the colonist to this. I don't like this. I want to make this cleaner. It looks fucking gross. I'm getting sidetracked. That's the ADHD in me. I want that to not be gross. What up, Philip? How you doing, sir? Good morning.
Hello.
Hope you're having a good day. Let me do my Yeti. Welcome, welcome. Oh, God damn it, I can't do it. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Well, I can't do it, Yeti. God damn it. Oh well, one day. One day I'll get there. Welcome, welcome. I just can't do it. Fuck. This is so good. Dude, you're sleeping until 11? What is wrong with you? It's almost noon. Time to be getting breakfast. Although, were you up late? Sleepy man. Although, we all get some days to splurge. It's the isolation taking its effect on you. I was like, man, Philip's normally in here early, but his ass is asleep lately all the time. Classic Philip doesn't even have his coffee, it's lunchtime. I feel you. I feel you, Philippe. Felipe! So get component colonists. So let's go look at that. No, we would actually do moving object, right? What functions do we have? Do we have set destination as the function already? That would be the best. I like void. Set destination. Then we would go. The destination is what? It's a vector 2? Okay. You'll take a vector 2. And then you would say put some error checking code here eventually. We can refactor this to say disgusting. We could say my game object component colonists dot set destination equal to my job. A little cleaner, I think. Did we cache the game object? Yeah, this is expensive. Why don't we do this at the top? The whole job, since you're gonna loop through the fucking thing forever. My game object. Is this already getting the fucking colonist? Is that what you're telling me? You're grabbing it and then you're setting it again. What the fuck? You've already got the colonist, you fucking moron. Why are you doing this? Gross. Gross. So we're already caching. Cache the colonists we're working with. So yeah, we can already just do that. Clean up, everybody everywhere. Clean up, don't be a fucking asshole. I think that's how the song goes. Could be wrong. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Yeah. What a fucking gross. You're gross, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay. So it checks the distance. If my distance, which says get the distance between the player position and the start, if my distance is less than shortest distance, and this isn't looping, so this should really say if it's less than. No, if it's less than shortest distance and it has walkable neighbors, really should say no path. Doing it that way. Shortest path should be empty right now. Now it's gonna tell me, hey, we don't actually set it, right? Right, isn't that what you're telling me? Might not be initialized. Yeah, so we should actually call this. You can path, and you have a walkable neighbor, then do this. And then this would become an else if, right? Because you wouldn't want both cases to ever fire. Shortest distance, which still isn't fucking set. This would really say is if my distance is greater than or equal to path no distance. Say they couldn't find a path and kick them in the nuts. But for almost my sleep schedule's a fucking mess, but for almost years now, I can't ever go back to a normal job again. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. person cannot find an appropriate path, so we break out. That's good. This is just pre-check shit. Mark the selected text as having a job. The shortest path is blah blah blah. They were taking the object, we're telling them to do a new. This is setting them to do a move. Tell the colonist move to the location. Okay. So you're gonna go from start player position to the destination, but we don't need to get this because we've already got the fucking thing cached. So let's just pull it right. Okay. This is not useful. That tells them to move the location. Player position equals new vector 2, rounding the job position. This is my favorite song of the new thing. I love this song. Okay. Player of RimWorld's thing. Player position is equal to the job who transform position. So that's grabbing my position. My close distance is checking the distance between the player position and the colonist destination, which we can clean that up again so it's not fucking gross, and using expensive invocations. The distance is here. So how do you feel, Philip? Like, do you feel great that you got through the Ludum Dare and you like got something done? I mean, everyone's first Ludum Dare sucks because you don't know how it works. You miscalculate things. Like, there's big gaps, but hopefully you still have that feeling of accomplishment that you submitted something. You can grade other people's work because you put something in and you got something done. Maybe it wasn't done to what you originally wanted done to be, but you got it done. So you should really feel proud of yourself. Like, there was times, remember, that you were thinking of quitting and you didn't fucking quit and you did it. And I am proud of you and you should be proud of yourself. Okay, here's the actual meat where it loops over and makes me lose my mind. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. But you should be proud of yourself, though, dude. You totally should. Or dudette. But you like Russian girls, so you're a dude, so it's okay. And your name's Philip, and not Philippa. Where my distance close, refresher, my distance close is the distance between the player at the start and the destination. If my distance close isn't 0, meaning we're not fucking here. Are we there yet? No. And it's also an invocation. And my job not moving to destination. Or my object. That's a bull. Yes, she's moving. Does it really matter if she's moving? Like, why does that matter? Because either the distances are 0 or it's not. You need that. Is that just potentially fucking us up? Let me make a note. Do we even need the moving desk check? So if you're not at 0 and moving to destination, and we say job move to, so if we go back to here, she was stuck in a loop where it said she was moving, she wasn't really moving. Hey, thank you for the follow, Krazov174. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade, as said by my daughter.
Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade.
We've got destination's true. Let's just keep stepping through the logic. This seems like a spot where it might be getting weird, but let's get you to remember that. Remember to look at moving to dest, you asshole. When I swear at myself, it makes me feel better, yeah. I wouldn't swear to anyone else. I love that you're such a positive man. Oh, thanks. You can either be positive or you can like. One of my best friends, like he's an amazing human being and he has done a lot of nice things for me and my family over the years. But he can be super duper negative about stuff. And that gets really hard. Like that got hard on me and I'd find myself being negative and it's like, nope, I gotta be positive. I gotta think of the glasses. This cup of water is half full and I'm going to be positive and I'm going to try to have a good day. Because I can't go down that path of like always being in darkness. Like that is no fun. The world's full of enough darkness. We should be happy, positive, see the good things that we've done, like find the good. Like Mr. Rogers says, find the helpers, but find the good in things. Find the good in the situation. Being sad about stuff's not gonna fucking make anything better. If the job is not in progress, break. Break yourself, fool! Expensive invocation. If you've never seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central, Jinking and Juice in the Hood, I recommend it. It's a very good movie. For the most, I'm positive too, but it can be hard to find the good things. No, I understand. Especially if you're just like getting laid off. That's rough, man. That's a hard thing. I remember when my ex-wife, so she left me, but instead of just like leaving me, she just fucking said she was going on a job interview and she took the car and like I never heard from her again. And I was like freaking out. And apparently I called the place she said she was interviewing at and they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. I was like, fuck. So I went home and like everything was gone. Like she's fucking left. And that really fucked me up. And then not only did she leave me, this was her Friday. I got home and then a knock on the door and the sheriff's office put a eviction notice. She hadn't paid the rent. She took the money to move across the country. So I was like, fuck, I have like 2 days. I'm going to get evicted. Like that is some malicious, like just mean-spirited shit. And it's like, I don't know. It was super selfish of her. She thought that I would just leave her high and dry. And I mean, that's the kind of people she'd done with people that would do that to her. Like I would fucking throw her and my daughters out, out of the house or something, which I would never do. So I got home and like everything was like gone. And I was like getting evicted. And it's coming up on my best friend at the time. I'd called him. I was just upset. I was like really upset. I'm like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Like I didn't even know where my fucking car was. Like my car was gone. I had no money. Like I was getting evicted. It was like, fuck, it sucked. He came over, he took me out to Pollo Tropical. We got some food. I wasn't hungry. I couldn't eat for days. And then he just offhand asked like, oh, how much do you need for the rent? I was like, well, I don't remember the number now. I was like, I'm like $2,000 behind or whatever. And then when he brought me over for lunch, he handed me an envelope with like $2,000 in it, or like $2,500. He gave me enough that it took care of the shit. Just out of the goodness of his fucking heart. And another that he passed away. He committed suicide a little bit after that. I don't know if it's like, I can't remember, but it's coming up on like in May, so like 2-3 weeks it's going to be the anniversary. And I think it's either 2004, so 16 years. I think it was 2004. Great guy. The world's a worse place without him. But after that point I was just like, I gotta be better. I gotta try to be good. I gotta try to do good things. I need to try to follow the golden rule and like help other people out when I can. Like that was a very impactful moment in my life. So it was good times. So where were we right about writing code? The story goes on and on, but it's like I don't want to be super cry today. So we'll be back to the positive stuff. That'll be a story for another time. Like, hey, tell me about your friend that killed himself. You can do that later when you want to know. Maybe word it a little bit less like viciously like that. Be like, hey, remember that time you told me about your piece of shit like ex-wife that left you? She's now dead now too. That's just like, oh fuck. Okay, good times. I've lived a long life. But so we're looping through the tri-distance. Distance close is not 0, and you're moving to destination. Then come in here. If the job's not in progress, break. Let's make a note that we're breaking too, because like I'd like to know when that fucking happens, please. The job somehow goes not in progress when you're in the middle of it. That seems like it's noteworthy to like let a motherfucker know that hey, your fucking job that you're doing just just fucked off. I don't know why, but it fucked off. Ooh. Job move to job state. Job state no longer in progress. Progress, and then the job will be. Just do my job. We'll just pass the whole fucking my job. The whole my job. So we can introspect it that way. Job's in progress, no longer in progress, and your distance from the job is. Your distance is going to be my distance close, right? Distance was 1. And the distance will be my distance close, right? Oh, why the fuck's the my distance close, my distance? Are they the fucking same variables or are they different? Where's my distance? My distance. Why do we have 2 fucking variables with different names? Oh, I love hugs. Hugs are good. Virtual hugs for the win. So my distance is the player distance. Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck is my distance close? Get distance, my distance close, get distance. Why the fuck am I doing 2 different variables? What the fuck is wrong with me? Why would I do that? Am I fucking retarded? Is that all it is? I'm just a dummy? I'm being a dum-dum? Could be. Dude, what's wrong with you? Ugh. Gross. Clean up all the expensive invocations. I think I'm just being a dummy. I think I was just being dumb. All I can think, I was being stupid. I must have not understood how things worked at the time. I was just like, let's do shit the stupidest way we can do shit. That'd be awesome. No. No. So now there's only 1 my distance. We're cleaning up the job. If the job site breaks, let us know, because that's kind of a big deal. You need to become my distance as well. My distance there's. Coming there. Okay. Not in progress break. Sometimes the job gets deleted first. Sometimes the job who gets deleted first. Okay, cool. Player position is updated for me here. We're setting the distance here. Now we're saying job move to the inner job. And then it shouldn't fall through here until... The only thing that should finish this job is if the distance is not equal to 0. But in the loop, if distance... Oh yeah, if distance isn't equal to 0, stay in the loop. And if you're moving to destination, stay in the loop. But if you say don't move, that'll pop you out. And then it sets the job to complete. Okay, let's see if there's any change in behavior now. Because we went through 10 singly adding jobs and they fucking worked properly. Let's retest it just to make sure. And I think I'm going to start changing the stream schedule to, instead of ending at 5:30 my time, I'm going to end at 6. Because I'm already putting in more than 8 hours a day at work. So then I'll get a little bit more stream time with you guys every day. Shortest distance. Shortest distance equals my distance. The shortest path to start is hex blah blah with a distance of blah blah blah. Yeah, just do my distance. Why am I doing all these fucking other variables that are stupid? So disappointed in myself. Any other references to shortest distance? Let's clean that up because that's fucking stupid. Like what a gross bee's nest of shit that is.
Sorry for these poor fools.
Compile, we're good. Start the job again. We're gonna test again, just making sure single jobs work. I feel like we're just on the cusp of greatness. We're just on the cusp of getting this figured out, thanks to you in chat and like fucking Shadow and everyone. Which I haven't seen Shadow yet today. I wonder if he's. I hope he got his entry done and we can play it and see how it works. Because we played Dr. Java's, we played Groggy's. I tried to play yours, Philip, but I don't have a compiler for Pete. I couldn't get it to work. I'll have to try it later. The camera. Ah, damn it. Okay. Of course I fucked up the camera. Okay. Take two. I tried it in an online tool yesterday. How did it work? Did it work? It's awesome. Was it copacetic? Oh, an online tool, that would work. Duh. Online tool would probably work pretty well, huh? I didn't even think of that. My bad. Top of the wood. Top of the wood. 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7, 9. Okay, so 10 of those worked. 10 of these, give me 4 of those, give me 1 of these, give me 10 of those. Okay. Boop, okay. Now let's chop mass wood. Chop mass wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Motherfucker, that's not even in the ballpark. So 5. On 5 it fucks up. Let's see if that pattern holds. Fuck up on 5. Repeat, fuck up on 5. And it just like stays, it says the job move is done and it isn't done. I should have read the logs, but we know singular jobs are good, I think. Or maybe not, but I'd like to think they are. This is 5 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chop it of wood. Chop it of wood. Hey, chop it. Chop. Fuck, I'm chopping of wood. Oh, because I'm too far out, it doesn't look right. Okay, well that's a bug we have to fix. The axe looks too tiny from far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, So something fucking super duper weird's happening because it's like. Okay, there. It just fucked up. It chopped that one motherfucker down and then it just went away. I don't have any of that implemented yet. Right now, it's just like you can do all the things you need to do. And like once we get the systems working without anything else, then we'll add in like skills and we'll add in delay for all this stuff. But right now, it's just getting the AI to work properly all the time. It chopped it all just now, but then it freaked out again. It chopped that one down and then walked over there. So we'll check that in a second. So you have a thing. You have a thing? Let's see. You posted a thing to a thing. Let me see the thing. Powerless jumpy rectangles. Indeed. Okay. What do I do? I just do main.py? Boop. Help me. Oh, I probably just hit run, huh? I'm stupid. All these computers. This game is keyed completely in the command line. I'm done. I'm done. Warning. May contain very dark humor. If Bambi is a trigger for you, consider yourself as warned. You went out there in the wild. Crossed wild, unknown territory. Stood harsh climates. You arrived at what seemed to be a little lovely deer valley. Wide green fields, a shallow river, a forest. There seems to be everything you need for a humble beginning. Oh, and link me to your fucking, oh, you should add this to your Let 'em Dare. Can you link me to your Let 'em Dare entry so I can play it? There seems to be everything you need for a humble beginning. You decide to settle down. There looks like just the place you were looking for. Please note you should build homes for your colonists. They only survive 90 days without shelter. Because then you can set this as the link to the web crawler, and then people will play it if you put the web crawler or the WebGL and you point it to here, and then you just say hit run. Then people can just play it for you. What will your collie's name be? Biscuit Brigade. Biscuit Brigade sounds wonderful. Oh, I knew you would like it. Harvesting day. 0 is harvested. Pregnant 0 months field harvesting day. Today you will rest. You light a bonfire, grill some meat, drink some wine you bought with you, and celebrate your arrival. Tomorrow you will start to build your new settlement. It looks like a bright future lays ahead. Rested, you're going to organize everything as your fellow colonists are awakening. Population 16. There is 9,952. The food is going to last 207 days. You should build some houses. 8 should be built. Build a house, make a field. What did you say first that you fucking said? Build houses for your colonists. Okay. Build houses. There are... Is everything... There are 9,562, so the number went up by 10. The food went down. There's 278 people pregnant. Okay. That's a lot of pregnant people. Jesus Christ. I don't know how 16 people make 278 pregnancies. Okay. Make a field. Build a house. Again. 270 and 278. Oh, that must be the days till the pregnancy is done. Okay, so you have a list of days till pregnant babies pop out. Okay. We've got... Gotta build fucking houses. Okay, let's just kick out houses. People are boning. Okay. We have all the houses we need. Lots of pregnant people. Make a field, let the group go hunting. Hunt for a month. Make a field. One of your colonists died. Are you happy now? You should keep them alive. Times. I'll let the group go hunting. Food is going to last 81. Oh, what did I mean? They'll hunt for the freaking deers. I didn't get any food, I don't think. The field. Food's gonna last 19. I'm about to die. Gotta hunt. There are 880, 855. The food is gonna last 19 days. There are enough houses. hunt some more. Harvest is 214. So the harvest for a month. Damn, okay. Kill all the damn deer you can find, slaughter them. Make a field. One of your colonists has died, another one died. There's minus 13. The food is going to last to minus 33. I'm going to die. Another colonist died. 3 more colonists died. I'm not following how the food works, and I'm dying, but I think I'm about to have babies, so. Purple process died unexpectedly. You should have kept them alive, you failed. Oh, I guess everyone died. You failed Donner Party. Oh, those memories. Well, I have died. Dude, that's awesome. That's really nice, like, really nice first game. You have to build one last house. Oh. Okay. Oh, I gotcha. Nice, dude, that's awesome, man. Good work. And then for the next one, it's every October, so you have 6 months to figure out what you want to do, like, for the next one. If you want to use Python again, or if you want to do SFML that Groggy and others used, or if you want to do Shadows Engine, because that should be ready by the next time. Or you can use Unity. Like, there's lots of things you can do next time. Cool. Nice work, man. That's awesome. Okay, so why is this fucking job stuck in, like, shitty Shitsville? Job is at... Because you saw, she was, like... She just walked over here, and, like, now she's just in a daze. So, I feel like we're getting close to solving it, so that's good. What is the big fuck up right here? If we unpause, we'll see she's just stuck in this loop for the job at 167,256. $167,256 right there. So its job steps are the move to is done, which is total bullshit. We know that didn't happen. You experience 20% of the cases you can actually kill a colony. Hey, I am an overachiever. And speaking of overachiever, let me show you my feet. I don't think you can read my feet. If you can read this, it says, okay, if you could read this, the other foot up. My wife got me these nice socks. Bring me a whiskey. It's good times, I know. She knows I like whiskey and I like to laugh, so. Okay, so let's look at the logs and see if it explains what in the tarnation is going on with the job at 167,256. Let's actually snag these. Hopefully this is going to copy 303 copies. That would be lame. We'll find out when we paste. So it's either going to be really good times or... Oh, good. It did work. Good. It did not copy it 303 times, so I'm happy. Big mistake, but it was a late night. But I never implemented a function to check if there are more pregnancies as women. So you're completely able to have only one last colonist, but X pregnancies popping out that day and repopulate the colony. That's awesome. Hey, dude, you did great for, like, the first... Did you ever figure out what... Yeah, and you had that weird bug that cost you some hours. Like, I understand. I had the same thing with, like, I lost 4 hours to dicking with Unity's bullshit. Like, that I could have spent on the game, but I had to spend with that fucking shit. But, I mean, at least I understood how good the job system is now. Even though we're not going to use it anymore, because, you know, fuck that. Fuck it. I'm not going to put the time into that bullshit right now. But it's awesome. Like, it was impressive engineering. Like, I was really, like, super stoked. So we did this job at 162.54. We finished the gardening. We have a job to remove. We removed the job. We removed the gardening job. She's deleting the main job. Huzzah! Same job for her old shit. Now she has a new job. She's starting at 167.256. She's claiming it because there's only her. Try process next. The next job is Go Garden Tree. This was what we had in case colonists could eventually have backup jobs, but right now they can't. So the first step of that job is the move to. So she's going to move to 167 to 56. The shortest path she has is 58. She's starting from here and she's ending here. She's not drafted. The distance is 58. She's moving there. The job moved to. This is inside the job function. That's who she is. She's in progress. The distance she's moving is 58. And this is inside the loop, you can tell, because the inner means it's inside the loop. Welcome back. That was a pretty quick goodbye and hello. Let's see. Job queue manager. Yep, job complete. So this says that she was done. For some reason this fucking said she is done with the... So somehow she fell out of the job. Fuck, girl. And that's why it said job done. Now she's saying... Why is it saying job done? Oh, what's it? Job done. Job's done. $310. $310 of move next. Motherfucker, I'm saying 3 fucking 10 and you're sending me... Hey asshole. I'm fucking telling you to send me here. My goodness. Oh, it's job queue manager 310. Okay, well you're still sending me to the wrong fucking place, shithead. 310. Okay, how do you jump the line with this fucker? Here at the... What's the... And... Jump to line. I thought it was Control K or Control G. Let's just look at the fucking... That's one thing I do miss from Visual Studio. Line, go to line. Go to line, join line, sort lines, move to line. Go to next splitter. I'm gonna go to the line, motherfucker. Go to line. Do you really have no go to line? That's fucking, that's impossible. I have to be missing something. Oh, Control G, line. Navigate the line. Control G. Okay, well it doesn't fucking work. Whatever. 310. Job done. So this is in the... This is in Job Runner, which this is what manages like the state of the job steps. So this is saying the job was done. Which it sounds like... So the job that was complete was... The move job. The move job is complete here. This was saying job done, but it really should say job done. Because it's the job step, and it's the step before. But yeah, it should say job step done. Let's say name, location, and then what the job is, just so we can reference it. Job. The job that's done is my job. Dot. Job step. Job. My job. Dot current step. Dot step name. Job step done. This is job name. Job name. Save some characters. JName. J step name. So then it, since that's done, it says there's a next step. So somehow in here she just got her shit all kinds of fucked up and she thought she was done moving, which is not correct. She got it in here. I wonder if her moving to destination got messed up. Like, that's the only thing I can think. Is there a way to trigger something? Be right back again. Is there a way to trigger, like, on change of a field? Like, if moving to destination changes, can we trigger, what's the word? Like, not a callback, but like a, where you do an on change where you watch something, to subscribe to it. Let's see, because I did this before I knew any of those concepts, and I still, as you can tell by like, what's that thing called? I don't necessarily know it 100%, but I know enough to know that maybe we can have a listener for this if it changes. Because yeah, I think we want to subscribe to when the moving destination changes. Because there should be things that we are done that we're not doing now. Okay, so let's Google that. Unity, what I think they're called listeners. Or I think they're called subscriptions. One change listener. We'll Google it and see. I'm sure we'll figure it out. I can't spell listener right. That would be awesome. Trigger event on variable change. Cool. This will probably point me in the right direction. Hopefully. Oh, this guy's just saying the best you can do is constantly. No, you can't. You can fucking set a subscribe and listen. Okay, there we go. On variable change. That's what we need. The listeners. Subscription. Okay, so Unity subscriber events. Because I think that's what we need to do. Because the way I was doing is fucking stupid. And it's error prone. And that's why they have fucking events, so you don't fucking deal with this bullshit. Sorry for being salty about my terrible code. Time to act like a grown-up, though. I mean, we built a pretty good system with, like, duct tape and baling wire and fucking hurt dreams. Let's save this. Let's make a little on event scene to try without all this overhead of this, the whole game basically. So hopefully we can iterate more quickly. Let's update the to-do that we're gonna update. Change the colonists moving to destination to be a event that we can listen to and have things subscribe to, so that we don't have to do everything all over the place. We just subscribe, and that seems like a far better idea than what we're doing now. Okay. Excuse me. And then let's find this job here. Scene asset. Let's make a new one for. What is this? Oh, global volume profile. Create a new scene. I'm gonna call this colonist 1 test. We should actually make a test folder so I don't have shit all commingled in here. Perfect. Let's unload that big guy. We're gonna add, for this test scene, we're gonna add a colonist. Colonist 1. Colonist, and let's add a global light because we have the 2D lighting enabled. Boo boo boo. Oh, we just actually have to also run the colonist, I think. He's using a lit shader, okay. Focus dummy. Oh, I know why. I'm dumb. I need to add a global light, but I need to tell the global light to work on all the layers. Get the fuck out of my way. And I don't want that colonist because he looks retarded. I mean, if there's anything wrong with that. Adding a couple colonists. Move the camera. We're upside down, mate. We're upside down. Cool. Save that. Play. They should just bounce, beep and bounce, right? Make sure everything works kosher with just them sitting here chilling. It might actually error because there might be some things they're missing. Okay. Welcome back, sir. We need to bring in the game manager. That works now. Grumble, grumble, toil and trouble. Okay. Something, Brian Gumble. Turn up the board manager selector and everything. I just need a base bare bones fucking scene working so we can test this. So we can add the own event listeners to the colonists so we stop having this fucking ridiculous bullshit. Bullshit. Selector as well. We don't care about you. Go away. wonder what else will break while we're doing this. What does the colonist need with fucking game manager? Fuck this. Fuck you, game manager. Get out of here. Let's just fucking hack in the way. That's gonna fucking break next. Let's move testing to the fucking base so we remember to move it. Because most of our changes are gonna probably come here on moving object, I would imagine. Keep the colonists alive, motherfucker. Oh, nice. Now I can rate it. Rating was received. I rate. Oh, I gotta log in. We turn. Log into my thingamabobber. Let's log into it. Fine piece of quality workmanship. I'll give you 4 stars. Pretty good. Pretty great for pretty great, Jesus. Great for a first entry. You are welcome. Like I said, could be a little biased, but such is life. I just want you guys to keep doing it. It's really fun. It's very, really rewarding. I really enjoy it. Moving test. Let's go back here. We're gonna just hack things in here till we can get the events working. In this test. Hey, it fucking works. Awesome. Okay. Now we need to give these sons of guns a listener, right? Where was this example here? Change damage. If on change damage. Where was the delegate? I was like, okay, there. The delegate shit. Yeah, let's do it from the Unity example, because it's probably better to do that. Because I remember looking at this events tutorial, like, they've actually cleaned it up a lot. It used to be a little bit harder to do. There's the little video.
Event. Therefore, we should always make sure that the event does not equal null before invoking it.
Good thinking, buddy. Good thinking. Click action, one clicked. So it's the same thing. They do have 2, right? delegate void on change damage, static event change damage. Is that the same thing we're doing here? So we'll want to make sure with events for pawns moving till the on we care about right now set destination, but we're probably gonna do this for other things too. Like anytime these important things change on a pawn that we want to fucking remember, we should have an event for them. Click action, so that would be event 1 would be called for pawns changing. All that here. I know I'm weird. I look at the same shit a bunch of times. I apologize. Change. So we'll call this change moving to destination. Change moving to destination. Event, and then it would be on change damage, or on change, be on change moving to event. Awesome. Okay. On GUI, which we don't care about. On clicked. That is distracting me, you Goomba. Okay, that's better. Color support script, turn color script. We have to have this to subscribe to it. So we would do when clicked. There's where we set it. Oh, so this is the event manager setting these things, and then this is the teleport script subscribing to the event manager on click stuff. Then we would need a test script. Just yeah, let's make a real quick test script that can do this invocation stuff. Random prefabs. Christ, I gotta close some of these folders. A lot of tiles, I got it. I'm closed for now though. Louise. Okay. I went past scripts already. Gosh, turn it. Have a test folder. What's in test script? Because that would be a great script to test with. Oh, this was us testing references for testing out serialization. Call this test listener. Test pawn listener. Motherfucker. Oh, it's because I have a fucking dash in the name, like a fucking moron. Hey, my cat's outside being an asshole again. Gonna wake up my son. Thanks. Thanks, cat. Thanks, cat. You're the best around. You're a piece of shit, cat in town. Okay. Test on listener. So we want this guy to, on start, we want him to subscribe to the pawns stuff, right? Look at the example again. I know I'm super bad at learning stuff first time. I know I'm a bozo. I apologize. But it would be okay. So we'll do moving object. Moving object dot. It would be on change move destination plus equals, right? and then teleport. And what does that mean? Oh, that says that's the function on our end we'll call. So we'll call, we'll make a public void colonist moving to desk. Moving to desk. Moving to desk. Then we would say colonist moving to desk. So what should happen if my calculations are correct, which is fucking suspect again because I'm doing this for the first. I'm not doing this for the first time. I remember doing this with some of my other projects, but I'm doing this for the first time in a long time, so a little rusty. Colonist as updated. They're moving to desk. Desk, motherfucker. And then it would be what do they pass in with it? It would be what information do I get to pass in on click? It's called click action. One clicked. One, and we also have to check if it's not null, of course. Turn color. Yeah, what fucking data do I get with that though? So let's see the other example. Oh, because you're passing through a float with the damage. Oh, because you're passing it in as damage. Probably a better example, more in-depth unit example, right? Because it sounds like, yeah, we can pass in a variable, which would make this a little bit easier, because then we could just say, oh, we've passed in a variable this colonist. Game start. Method move. Instrument color. We're just trying to figure out now how to. So we've got our job system mostly working. Like there's weird one-offs, and I think part of that is because the fucking ham-handed way I was doing the moves. And at the time I did this like 7 years ago, I didn't understand like we could have events to where we could just have things listen to when a colonist switches its behavior, so we don't have to worry about like doing code in like 100 different places and then missing one spot and then shit just randomly goes ridiculous. So we're going to change it to be event-based. Hopefully it will result in a much better experience for my patience, my temper, for you guys chat, all my compadres, or what are they saying, my compañeros in the Tropic game, where you play the dictator that I can't remember the name for all of a sudden. Damn it. It's a great game too. It's like El Presidente. Not Tropic Thunder, that's for sure. Okay, so we do. Okay. Let's see. Let us pray. Well, let's just first just see. Hey, this should work. Colonist has updated his move destination. This should run if I drag this script onto an object in our test scene, and then we set a way to look at empty game object for the test. Tests words test event. Add the pawn listener here, and then we need another way. Actually, I should be able to do this from here. If I click on this in the editor, I imagine it would work. I think. Tropic Thunder was a good movie, but I was talking about the game from Calypso, where you play El Presidente, damn it, what is it called? It's Tropic something. Tropico. It's called Tropic something. It's called Tropico. You are the dumb. Okay. So if I hit moving destination... I fucked something up. What did I fuck up? One start. Smallest moving object. Coffee plus plus. Come join with a hot mug of delicious black gold. Good old Tropico. Oh, did I fucking... I probably called this wrong, didn't I? Let me look at the examples, because I think I did it backwards, because I am a big dumb dummy. I'm a big dumb dummy. On clicked. Oh, click action. Those two have to match. Change moving destination, they match for me. And then it calls on clicked. On enable. Manage your mono behavior. Mono behavior, right? Yeah, it's mono behavior. Okay. I'm being. Let me find it. Game of Shooter one's like, oh, this is cool, but. Kind of cold today. It's 74 right now. It was like it's 79 right now where I'm, and that's let's see. 26 right now. 26.1 right now. At 5:40 in the morning. It was nice yesterday. We swam for a little bit because it was like it felt like. Yesterday felt like 37.2 C. Yeah, it's 26.1 Celsius right now. No, I live in Florida. It's the tropics. It's hot year-round most of the time. There's a couple weeks a year where it's like kind of cold, maybe even like to zero or close to zero, but it's hot most of the year. And it was like, yeah, what did I just say, 36 yesterday? I literally just said it and I can't remember. In the afternoon it was, yeah, 37.2. So we were swimming yesterday. Yeah, I don't like the heat there either. You get used to it, but I'd much rather live in a place that's cold than hot, to be honest. They're delicate. Okay. Clear delegate. We did, right? Public delegate void. One game start. Create an event. Yeah, let's just fucking word it the exact fucking same. Just for gigglies. Give me the gigglies. You motherfucker. Oh, heat stroke's no fun. What's up, Gaul Whisper? Hello. Definitely in a hot place, you get to the point where you can't take any more clothes while feeling hot. In the cold. Exactly. Dude, that is my good morning. I hope you're doing good, Go Whisper. I totally am the same way. Like, people are like, it's too cold. I'm like, I can put a fucking jacket on. I can put layers. When it's hot, it's like, I can't walk around naked. Nobody wants to see that. So, yeah, I appreciate the cold over the heat. But it's certainly your body, the blood in your body certainly changes from dealing with the heat all the time for sure. We're gonna do on game start. We're gonna match the shit exactly, just to fucking public delegate void on game start. Done. Static event on game start, on game start. Undone. Double done. Double done, motherfucker. Woo. Thanks for watching, man. Man or woman, I appreciate it. On the hottest day of the year, I had laid in bed under 2 sheets and I was freaking freezing. Weird days. Oh, that's crazy. Don't mind Philip. He won't bother you unless you're in Poland, then he'll send his tanks to you. Part of his charm. Point to a method. Doesn't fucking make sense on game start move. Like, where do you put that? Where do you put that, bro? Yeah, being overly hot, I can totally see. If you stop sweating, that's really bad. Like, you have to pay attention to that here. Like, if you go outside and you're like, I remember playing basketball with someone years ago, and I was like, I'd remembered the thing like, hey, if you stop sweating, that's really fucking bad, especially in Florida. And we were playing basketball, and I wasn't drinking enough water, and I started feeling weird. And I looked, I noticed I wasn't sweating anymore, and I was like, oh, we need to get in the fucking car immediately. Like, I got in the car, I got in air conditioning, I drank a ton of water, and bounced back. But it was like, if I hadn't been paying attention, it could have been really bad. I felt like shit for like hours after that. I was like drained. My body was just like, oh, what's wrong with you, asshole? I told you to listen to me, but you didn't listen. You never listen. Okay, this example sucks because it doesn't share anything. Hydration is key. I don't like this fucking, I don't like that fucking tutorial. It was not my jam. Do not like. I do not learn that way. It made me sad. Zero argument, persistent callback that can be saved with the scene. Mono behavior. New Unity event. This is totally different than what I'm thinking too. Because I want it to be delegate. Actually, would we subscribe? Unity. Delegate example. No, motherfucker. Unity delegate example. With parameter example, please. Thanks, Schmelly. I know actions T are delegates basically. Remember the constant theme of the stream though, where I'm a dummy, and that shit is like hard for me to grok. Well, I do totally know that is the case. Like, my brain learns stupid. So if you can send me a good article on how to that works for you on how to do it, because I've done this before. It just takes me like banging my head against the wall for a bit to figure it out. But thank you for, and I hope you were doing good, Schmelly. Did you do the Let 'em Dare? Did you make a game? You want to share your creation for us to check out? Into your delegates, basically. Oh, you should have done it. It was awesome. Super not stressful. Well, for some people, it's actually pretty stressful. Like, Philip was having a rough time. I mean, I was having a rough time in the beginning when I was fighting fucking Unity for sure. But it didn't, Well, let me look. Let me look. Action T delegates. Let's see. Unity. Let's see if they can give me an action example that I can understand with my little pea brain. Action delegates. Hello.
Hello.
It'll invoke that. It'll just invoke my daughter saying hello all the time. Nice. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Action. Yes, now I know. Action. Delegate.net pearls. Yes. Their documentation is way better than the MSN shit. Like, I can actually grok it. It gives me examples that work for my big dumb dummy brain. It was highly stressful for me. As soon as I got the theme, I got a pretty cool idea. And 2 hours in, I couldn't follow through, and I just gave up. Still way too dumb in game dev. I'm dumb too, but you can. Oh, that sucks that you didn't finish it, because I'd love for you guys to share what you guys made so we can all check it out. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty big dummy with this stuff, because I'm still learning. I mean, I've been doing it for years, but I'm way junior. I haven't worked with anyone that does it professionally, so I'm not picking up any of like the legitimate ways to do things, so I'm doing it the dumb way. And if I can do a Let 'em Dare, all of you can do it too. As you see me, I'm struggling with writing a fucking callback to a delegate. It's like, duh, how do I do that? I'm dumb. But I'll get it. I try to be... What I lack in the ability to pick it up initially, I like to think that I can get it by persistence and just like fucking tenacity. and just hustle. I'm not as naturally gifted as someone like Schmelly, but or like Groggy with him working at PDX and like writing a goddamn strategy game for his Let 'em Dare. But I try to be tenacious. I try to not quit. Sometimes I'll quit, but I try not to. I think no, not what I was thinking. Learn delegates. This one's intermediate. What was the other one back here? That one was... This is intermediate as well, okay. Delegates are fun. Hey, Dr. Java, good morning, sir. They are fun. I just, once you learn them, so what we're trying to do is we ripped out the job shit because it doesn't, fuck that. It's going to take way too much refactoring. It's also doesn't build properly because of something with whatever Unity did in its latest deployment of like tiny build. So fuck that noise. We're just going to write the code, finish fixing the code we had. If we get to the point where we have so many things moving that we need to do it, then we'll look at it again. But it was just, you have to encapsulate, like, people are like, oh, use it for pathfinding, but it's like you have to pass, for the way I do pathfinding, you have to pass through so much data that it would literally be like a couple more days of work just to pass in all the data of this job, just to run like one little pathfinder. It doesn't really make sense to me that it would provide any benefit. I'm sure it will, because I saw how it could take like 1,000 fish, 1,000 monobehavior fish, and make them move at like 60 frames a second. But for where we're at now, I think it's a little too soon. So, fuck it. Oh, hey Philip, you gotta pay attention, man. You gotta like kill those dumb fucks, you know. I almost hit mod, but I meant to do ban. It's okay, Philip. I'm just giving you a hard time. I use them in my Parallax in the game jam. Good morning. There's a lot of things probably, like the A-star pathfinding I'm doing, I wrote it myself, so obviously it's probably not ready for prime time. Let me find movement. Oh, I didn't call it A-star, I just called it pathfinding probably. But yeah, it's just a A-star pathfinding routine, and I don't know what you mean by chunked, so maybe not. It's okay, I'm just fucking with you, Philip. I mean, you're my honorary first mod, so it's okay. Well, my first mod in the second part of my stream career, you know. I've got mods from like years and years ago, but I left them, so they left me, which is totally fair, as you see. Let's keep rhyming, it's so fun. Basically, divide the big grid and tile into chunks first. Yeah, maybe that'll be a way to tackle it eventually. Because we've got, I guess that's kind of what we were doing when we're breaking the regions out, because the regions will change the reachability zones of everything. But that's a problem we'll get to at a later date. Right now we're just trying to... I noticed the pathfinding that we have works now. The job system seems to work now, but it seems like we got it mostly working, but we noticed a case where every once in a while a user thinks their move is done, and that seems to be because their moving to destination bit is being flipped. But since we're not using events, I'm probably missing code somewhere that's watching for that at the right time, so I'm just going to change this to events, which seems like it'll be a little bit more streamlined and a better way to handle, you know, doing things and be less dumb. It should show when you view you can make a Nightbot command to do it. That'll show you that. Here's other actions in both ways. Hey, thank you, Schmelly. Dude, you're awesome. I really, really appreciate it. I'm glad you're not going to send Kermit after me to bite me. And I think I've got a little bit of sunburn on my hand. Wait. Let me pull that off to the side so I can actually see it. Here you go. Meow. Meow. Thank you, Schmelly. I really appreciate it. So let's see. We have on the moving objects, we made a. Okay, so let's change it from being a delegate to the Schmelly method. And this will work for moving for sure, but for this case, we just want to do it to watch the moving to destination bool. So I guess it would be Now that would no, that doesn't. Oh, because I spelled it wrong, you moron. No, I did spell it wrong. Because it's just a bool on this object here. No, we're not passing through that. We just want to watch this bit on this bool on this thing. When it changes, we want to call things on that. So is what serious, Philip? Oh, because it's a type. What a fucking moron I am. Thank you. God, I get so like can't wrap my head around shit. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's totally legitimate. Somebody added that to Nightbot, Philip. If you like DJ Khalid's tools to success, then now you know. Equals. I fucking writing things in the style with those. I forget what it's called, but like that always fucks with me too. I'm such a fucking old fucking fart. That's not gonna work though. Why is that not working? I'm probably being stupid. Of course I'm being stupid, so. Yeah, unexpected tokens everywhere. Oh, I need the doobie, but that's still gonna fuck up, right? Okay. Equals. He's bearded and as big as me. It's more to love. Oh, because I didn't say on move, you moron. On. You didn't call anything, you stupid fuck. Action time app. Oh, and I gotta put a name here, because, you know, that's important as well, you fucking idiot. So there's on move. Okay, what a moron. Okay. Boom, that's part one. Plus equals bool. That arrow, curly brace, shit I want to do. Doesn't like me though. Unexpected token. See, you say put it in my constructor like I am a professional game developer, and I'm not. So, this doesn't have a constructor, does it? Okay, where's the on start? Okay, or on awake, I guess, would be where this would go. Actually, on enable would be the constructor for this thing, right? On enable. Okay, so let's make an on enable. Boop. Enable. Enable. That resolve symbol on to destination. You've got to probably add it, fill up with the. Oh, he did it. Weird. You're close though. Try it again. You could just do mod command to change it. Or edit com. I think it's edit com. I think it's that. To change it. Okay. So let's see what I was doing. I'm gonna go back to the way I was doing it originally to see. Public delegate, because they're very similar, but public delegate on game start, on game start. Why are you saying mom? Are you calling like mom like that? Because my wife does that, and that's interesting. I just want to make sure that's what the reference is referring to. Avoid my delegate. For moment in my world. That's joint for moment. Oh, 1 moment. Okay. 1 moment, please. Yeah, I just not good with language with you kids these days. Just old and buddy-duddy. And actually, it is 6 o'clock, so I'm not gonna be able to finish this today. So we will pick this up tomorrow. Let's go see who we're gonna raid this morning. And yeah, I'm extending the stream another half an hour because I already work 8 hours a day as it is. Well, way more than 8 hours a day. So let me go find someone for us to raid in Scientific Technology, and I will offline while you guys are looking at me being an idiot figure out how to do this, and then if not, I'll be back in the morning with Smelly to be like, Smelly, I got it, I'm so smart. Are you get ready to stream, Smelly? So I can raid you. I just don't want to I don't want to raid someone who's like, if one of you is getting ready to stream, I don't want to abandon you. You can edit the command while you're waiting here, Philip. Just because if I'm not online, you can still do Nightbot stuff. No biggie. Let's do who's someone doing good stuff. Let's see. Mercenary Mage. Oh, he's doing Unity development. Let's go check him out. Let's see what he has to say. Let's do a Biscuit Brigade raid for this guy yonder. Actions are used like a variable property, then it should work. Okay. And let's host this guy. Biscuit Brigade raid. Thank you guys for hanging out.